Career ender.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it bad? What happened?
No, it's not bad. He just tore his Achilles, I think, or something like that. But like you can see it just pop.
I mean, that's pretty bad.
His calf, just like punk. Like his muscle just goes up. It just detaches.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think doctors just like let that heal on its own.
They definitely don't.
You gotta like pull it back down, right?
Yeah, you gotta reconnect that.
Like, you're gonna reach in the heel and pull that back down? Are you, Lex?
Yeah.
You just reach
go
up
in
there,
somebody's foot.
you pull it back down.
You just gotta get up there and just
Get up
bring it
there.
back down.
I hope so.
Am I playing Boston guy again?
Yeah, you should be, dude. I was the only one in the bar cheering it on.
All I'm saying, they just got to reach back up there and pull it down. All right, it shoots up. Is what goes up must come down. Am I right? Okay,
Yeah.
get in there,
dude. You're so
You
right.
let me know.
Get some tweezies. Get some tweezers.
It's like a fucking tape measure, dude. As soon as it's cut, it goes up, dude.
Just shoots back in.
Dude, it shoots right back in.
He's going to the same doctor as the Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys. Yeah.
I was like, I'm down to make the next minute of this podcast just saying the Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Dallas Cowboys.
Not
Dude,
quite
shout out
like
to the
Hank Hill,
Cowboys
but
defense.
like, you know.
Shout out to the
Bummer.
Cowboy defense. Got me the win over Connor's team. So
I forgot we were doing that. You won?
Fuck.
Okay.
completely
Connor's team?
destroyed Connor's fantasy team.
Oh.
I am the jack off Laneberts.
Okay.
Yeah. I had to actually put Jack Hoff Laneberts because ESPN is gay.
It wouldn't
Would let me do jack off for some reason.
Oddly enough, it didn't accept your second team name either, which was ESPN is gay.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
I don't know why, dude.
But it is. It is. though.
Yes, gay in, dude. What's up?
ES penis in.
ES penis in your ass because you're gay.
ES penis.
Way to go. You really killed that.
Nailed it.
It's working for Shane Gillis, so fuck you, Lex.
Do
If
you
he
guys watch
fucking
it?
said it, you'd be like, you got to see this clip. Gillis in Skank
I've
Fest.
never said
Fuck
you
you.
have to see this clip, but
If we were in the bar together, you would. But we're not.
we're not.
But
There's a shitty New Mexico in between us. 'Cause you
God
had to
damn
move.
New Mexico.
The
The
shit
land
eating
of
New
enchantment,
Mexicans.
dude.
The land of this is where Breaking Bad happened, even though none of that ever happened.
I'm sure sprinklings of that has happened throughout.
I am sure that some
Mexico.
guy who
I'm
was
sure.
good at meth made meth once.
I'm
There you
sure
go.
there has been blue meth since the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody Google that right now, actually.
I don't think we want to Google that.
Has there been blue meth found?
Google,
I
can
think
I
we can
buy
just
blue meth?
assume that yes, there is
Yes,
blue
somebody
meth.
made
And
blue
it's actually not actually blue meth. It's just that rock candy from gift shops.
meth. Somebody just took the thing, smashed the stick out, and sold it to a guy on the corner.
That's some shady shit that I would do if I was a drug dealer. Just put like food coloring in quartz. Just
Yes.
Shake it up.
Blue meth is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yes.
Definitely post Breaking Bad, though. There definitely wasn't a chemist like, and what would be cool?
Here's the thing.
There had to have been like some thoughts. Like what's a way that we can make the most addictive drug ever more addictive?
Make
Better.
it pretty.
Make it pretty. We're
Like
trying
they
to
watched that
appeal
one
to more
episode of,
ladies.
they watched that one episode of SpongeBob where he makes the Krabby Patties different color, pretty patties.
Oh yeah, pretty
Pretty meth.
pretty
He's
patties.
like, pretty crack, cool crack. That's what.
Cool crack. Kind of cool crack. Oh shit.
Totally had a thing, and then I fucked it.
They're just like, how do we appeal to a wider audience? How do we bring the kids into this? Let's make it blue.
Blue meth. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Dude, in watching Breaking Bad, it's insane. The fact that like it just seems so made up. That the liquid that they steal to make this magical meth is called methylamine. And you're
Methylamine, yeah.
I'm sure it's real. It just sounds like so dumb that they're like, oh, like, what do we make meth out of?
Methylamine.
Methylamine. Like, I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, it is that simple.
I know. I get it.
They really do give you a breakdown on how to make meth.
I don't think they give you all the parts.
They 100% give you all the parts, and they also teach you how to make a fucking thermite grenade.
You're talking about on the show or like on YouTube?
On the show.
No, Clinton bought the Anarchist Cookbook, and he's
been...
Which is a better story than Frank Herbert's Dune.
No, it is not.
I mean, I can make it one. You want me to? I can cook up some shit that'll blow Frank Herbert's Dune out of the fucking water.
You take that back.
Literally.
You take that back.
I'll blow up Frank Herbert.
He's been dead for a day.
Exactly. I'm going to throw fucking thermite over his grave, burrow a hole into the casket that's now on fire underground.
And underwater.
Dynamite that I made.
For some reason, I pictured Frank Herbert in a casket underwater.
Buried at sea. I don't know why.
Frank Herbert is buried at sea.
He's buried in the dunes.
Dude, he took a Osama bin Laden fucking exit, dude.
You want to start random rumors about people no one gives a shit about? Just be like, did you hear that Frank Herbert was buried at sea?
Yeah. Send straight to a watery grave. I've been watching a lot of Pirates of the Caribbean. I feel pretty gay. Good movies. They're good movies.
They are fun.
Johnny Depp will do that to you.
I forget what it was. Pirates in the Caribbean. There's another movie, but they have the same soundtrack. I think it's
Halo?
A war movie. I'm pretty sure, but it's
The Ringer with Johnny Knoxville.
No. I think it might be The Patriot, dude.
It's not The Patriot. I promise you, it's not The Patriot.
There's one movie in there though, but it's the same song. It's the same song.
I know what it is. 12 Years a Slave.
No.
The slave's running away.
This Lee Daniels, the butler.
Oh, I got it. It was Peanut Butter Falcon when he runs away from the daycare. But
there you go. That makes sense.
That's the one. All right.
No.
Also, very, very different from The Patriot. I hope you know that. This is a very different movie from The Patriot.
Setting,
a markedly different setting.
What, colonial America?
Yes.
Peanut Butter Falcon is not colonial America.
No, Connor.
It's in
Clint
the same area.
To everything west of or east of the Mississippi as colonial America.
Okay.
Isn't it?
I thought. I understand
long,
it may be the same place, but it's not the same time. Correct.
Fuck Mississippi, dude. No one bring up Mississippi again for the rest of this podcast. I'm so pissed.
You got it, buddy.
I referred to the river, but that's fine.
Anyway, Peanut Butter Falcon.
Dogs.
10.
4.5.
What?
I couldn't give you a 4 on it, but I also couldn't give you a 5.
We got fucking 10 over here.
It was perfectly punctuating a story. It cut you off from whatever you were going to say.
Yeah.
Which was great.
Which points?
Points.
-2.
Wait, so from the original score, so 2?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, I'll take it.
I'm taking 2 from it.
I'll take that 12er, a 6 average.
He just leaves.
I like that.
I forgot my Zids.
It's like, you guys won't let me talk about Mississippi.
Fuck Mississippi.
Why?
Because Cats lost in
Those
overtime.
football-related things,
Okay,
yeah.
football. Okay. You can just say football.
You know, I don't think that your passion is supposed to upset you this much.
Yeah, beer's never made me this angry.
Yeah.
Well,
music is never
the only time
upset
a
me.
beer can make you angry is if you open it and it was like too hot before you put it in the fridge and it just like explodes.
That'll make you angry.
That would make you angry. But
My-
other
that
than
would
that,
make-
beer pretty
yeah.
much works. Even a warm beer, if it's the only one you got,
Yeah.
win. You know?
Warm
Mhm.
beer still drinks.
So, like, if you're on a desert island situation and all you had was warm beer, would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Well,
I
so
would
here's
think
the
that
thought.
you would say, at least I have a beer, right?
Sure, but here's the thought: you get like a net, right?
This
Something
is
to
what I
hold
was
the
about to
beers.
say.
Toss it in the water
In
because
the
the
water.
water's cold.
Mhm.
Give it a little
With
bit.
beers.
There you go.
You
I
ever
see.
You ever gone fishing?
You ever gone fishing, Connor?
I'd be fishing.
Now-
Connor be fishing.
You ever go fishing and forget a cooler?
No.
But you got a 6-pack.
Just pop it right in the water.
Plunk. Right in the water.
Yeah, I suppose. Also, I'm never fishing in really cold places though.
Doesn't matter. Water's colder than
Than it being out.
than the air.
Okay.
If the
No
water's
lake
like
is hotter than it is outside of the lake, especially in Arizona.
like the water's gonna be I don't know, less, but yeah, even if the water's like 68 degrees, it's better a 68 degree beer than a 100-degree beer.
That
You
is
gotta use your
true.
noggin there, Connor. This is why your dad doesn't like you. I'm sorry. I love you.
I'll totally allow it.
Yeah, if uncalled for was a person, Clinton, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere.
Yeah, who the fuck do you think you are, Connor? Come on,
Just
dude.
wasn't
Come
getting-
on.
We weren't getting any zhuzh out of that, so I tossed one up to myself.
That was
You're
like
and
I was a catcher,
Oh,
and
there
then
it goes.
if you're the pitcher, I was the catcher, and I was like, shit.
Little fielding practice there for the boys.
Yeah,
Everyone
it's
went,
like, hey,
"What?"
I thought we were going 75%. You went 100, dude. That was good. That was good. I'll allow that.
You lost it in the sun there for a second. You're like, where'd it
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, where'd it go? Oh, my dad.
No.
My
dad. Hit me right in the dad. But Connor, you saw your dad for the second time in concert the other day, right? Like that.
I did,
that
yeah.
happened? Okay.
Yes. It
Nice.
was
So they went back on that? You got 2 days?
yeah. Yeah, we got 2
I thought
days.
I thought they weren't going to do it.
No, they postponed it. They instead of being on the 3rd, they postponed it till the 9th. And we went on the 9th to see Metallica, aka My Real Father and His Old Friends.
And Phil wasn't at this one.
Phil was not at this one. It was instead Five Finger Death Punch, or as I like to call them, Two Finger Soft Pinch. Very interesting. They waxed poetic about, or at least the lead singer, Ivan Moody, waxed poetic about being sober for 5.5 years. I'm like,
Wax Poetic sounds like a rapper from the 90s.
Oh, you heard that wax poetic joint?
hear that? I want to hear that new Wax Poetic joint, that WP joint.
Dude, he put it on wax.
The WP.
He put it
What?
on wax.
Yeah, and I feel like Five Finger Death Punch is kind of like the Nickelback of heavier music. You know, it's
The
like
Nickelback?
everyone's just like, these dudes are fucking douchey. Meanwhile,
They
Hard
never
to See
made it
comes
as
on
a
and they're
wise
like, what?
It's like they never made it as a wise man.
They're not
I mean, it has a wise man.
not quite wise men, but they do have dirty beards, so kind of
Ooh.
qualifies. Yeah, they still rocked it. They still rocked it. It was pretty good. Randomly just brought up his daughter on stage, just moved her from one area of the floor to another. Just like in the middle of like one of the songs, was like singing a song, and then there's just this lady walking with him on stage
Yeah.
over to another area, and he was like,
Right,
okay,
who's
here you
that
go.
lady?
Oh, yeah, we're like, everyone's like, who's that? What
Who's
happened?
that 40-year-old lady?
Yeah, who is that? And then 2 songs later, he's like, oh, that was my daughter. And everyone's like, yeah.
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 It's like, and by the way, she's been sober for a year too, and everyone's like, ah, and we're like, okay.
Everyone's like, great. How many days has everyone else been sober? And then he's like, oh, we got 85 days over there.
Fucking 0 here, man.
Yeah, most of the people at the concert got fucking big old goose eggs.
Oh, dude, we snuck into the pit a second time.
No way, dude.
Yes, saved another $400.
Dude,
boy.
I assume that you probably haven't, but it was so funny that you've done it twice now.
Yeah.
And it was the biggest thing. Like, the Bonfire had like a 2-hour episode about how they did not get into the pit when they went to the Metallica concert. And I'm like, apparently it's super easy. So I don't understand what you're
super
doing.
easy. Well,
at least in Phoenix,
here's the thing, because they
waltz right in. They don't give a fuck. They're like, it's too hot. Go in.
Yeah, like that's honestly the attitude that they had. It's just like, you have a ticket, you're good. You bought a ticket.
Be in that mess? Good luck.
But they have 2 different stages. They have something, so they're doing like this donut stage in the arena, right? And the center of it, they call it the snake pit. And that's for like, those tickets are like $1,200 a piece. You're not getting in there unless you have like the pass or whatever. There's no way to get in there. But the floor seats, those are like, yeah, just like showing the pass. But the other floor, the standing room, those are like $400 a ticket, you know. And we, as if I'd put in any money towards this. Audrey paid like $650 for the both of us for 2 days, right? So that's, you know, however much that is. It's like $162 per person per day, you know. And so we saved a fuck ton of money. Just like I just kind of doctored the tickets a little bit, showed it real quick, brought it back to me, flipped it to the next one, showed her, and then she was like, okay. And then we're in, and then we go down to the next stop, and they just give us wristbands. And once you get the wristband, dude, you're home free. Dude. You got the wristband, you're home free. And we were just in there again.
Dude, for 27 years, I have been contemplating a way on how to sneak into the skyboxes at a U of A football game. And I commend you for sneaking into that, dude. Because it's impossible, bro. What you did is impossible, and you did it. It's an impossible feat.
It's sort of funny that there was one time that my friends and I tried to do this sort of at a Suns game.
Mm-hmm.
We bought like, you know, the like $5 nosebleed tickets, like your head touching the ceiling tickets.
You're in the Raptors that they've never won.
Yeah. And then we
no banners in our way.
It was weird because oh look, I can see everything just fine.
That's when you know your team sucks.
Yeah, so much for fucking Suns and 4. But no, so we had friends who apparently got like, I don't know, I don't want to call them courtside, but it was like the seats that are not in the stands.
They were in the inner ring.
They're like, there's like a foam pad on a folding chair.
Yeah.
Okay. That's sort of like the equivalent of what we had. Like everybody wants to be in the standing.
They were backside of the basket though, obviously.
No. So they were like mid court, like 4 or 5 rows back.
Oh, then yeah, the inner ring.
Yeah. So our friend had those seats and had like 3 of them because his dad's rich. And so he sent us screenshots of the tickets that they had so that we could like get down into the lower area. And then they were just like, sit wherever once you get down there, right? I fucked it up. I didn't realize where these seats were. So I just walked to a low-ish area and sat down. And then this old guy comes over and he's like, can I see your ticket? And I just show him the ticket. And he's like, that's a better seat than this. You don't want that seat? And I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Like I was like, I don't know
where I am.
And he was just like, oh, I got you, son.
And take me.
Truly, I was like already 6 beers deep. I'm holding 2 beers. And he's like, "This isn't where you're supposed to be." I was like, "I don't care." And so he
Sir,
walks.
anywhere is where I'm supposed to
I'm
be.
like, yeah, I was like, I have 2 Bud Lights. I'm where I'm supposed to be. And so he walks me down into the thing, sort of like your equivalent of getting the wristband. And now I'm sitting like among people who dressed up to be there. And I'm like, okay.
And you're like wearing that.
Literally this exact outfit. No, actually, it's sort of funny. I was wearing my Skanks shirt.
Nice.
So, so I've got 2 Bud Lights in my Skanks shirt. There's people with like jerseys on who were like booing me for walking past him. And I'm like, I don't know where I am.
Yeah, dude. At U of A games, my grandma, when I was little, used to have to pull me away from the ticket attendants because I used to love going up to like people that didn't know where their seats were and like they're handing, and I'd just take the tickets and be like, "You're actually sitting right over there, 3 seats down to the left." Like I used to love doing that, and then walking away and be like, "Idiots." People don't know where they are. It's McHale Center, idiot.
Idiot. You don't even know that you're in the snake pit. Idiot.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
No, but the snake pit would have been cool. I know for this tour they were like I saw videos on their Instagram page of like a camera crew walking around and just holding like 2 green wristbands that say snake pit on it and just like kind of just filming it and just going up to people, and people are like, no. And I'm like, you idiots, take it. You don't know what this is. You don't know what it's worth. Yeah, like at the LA show they had last month, Jason Momoa was there just rocking out, moshing in the snake pit. And I'm like, who wouldn't take that?
Momo?
Yeah, dude.
That's
Momoa. Like at Coachella when Shaq's just in the fucking mosh and you're like, what the fuck?
This is Shaq.
There's somebody who's a head and shoulders taller than
out of nowhere. It's just like rare because Shaq's fucking in the middle of it.
Dude, that would be crazy if you just saw Shaq at a Metallica concert, just in a pit, and like he's just jutting out in the middle of it. Like, hold on, guys, I'm trying to rock out.
You'd be surprised though. You'd be like, and that's Shaq.
Shaq is rocking out to Metallica.
Shaq is here. Okay. And Shaq's here.
Shaq is here.
All right.
Shaq attack. All right. Yeah.
Surrounded by people who only read For Whom the Bell Tolls because they heard the song.
You go, hack a Shaq? No, do not hit Shaq. Public. We're in public.
No. Don't hack a Shaq.
As if hitting Shaq in private would have been fine.
Well, if he's in the post, dude, what else are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
You got to take that motherfucker down.
Yeah, hack a Shaq.
You get him to the line, dude. He's going to miss both those free throws. You get him to the line every chance you get.
Oh, he's missing.
Hack a Shaq.
Are you cutting your fingernails?
Sorry, I'll mute it.
You're manscaping right now. There's a great video of when.
What a time to do that.
Worse. You're the worst person ever.
Guys,
this guy shows up onto a plane with fucking flip-flops on, and then everybody around you goes, "Don't do it," and then you do it. You take them both off.
You whip off
like this too. You do this.
Yeah, you let those dogs breathe.
Someone the whole fucking flight. God, I hate you.
No.
Guys, let's hit record real quick. Okay.
I have never once taken my shoes off on a plane. I will have you know. Now, a Greyhound bus, I'll tell you what. I have picked the toe cheese out from between my toes on a Greyhound bus.
People have purchased and smoked meth on Greyhound buses.
On the Greyhound bus, right?
On the bus.
Through a person. Like, you got meth? Cool. Can you just pass that over to me real quick?
That wasn't meth. That was just my toe cheese.
Stadium transaction. They passed it down the line.
It was indeed. It was indeed blue. Because if it was green, they would die.
Blue toe cheese.
Respect.
That's bad.
Yeah. Sorry, I got.
The only toe gunk I ever get is from new socks because there's like a little bit of fabric. In there.
Yes.
That's the only toe gunk I ever get is new sock fabric.
I hate that. It just gets in between the skin of your toe and then the nail, and you pull it out.
Yeah. You gotta go with your thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Love it.
I
One of my
Look at us
all-time-
all concerned because you have some old SS toe cleaning kit that your grandfather did.
No,
Look
dude,
at us, weird.
I have the charred fucking pads of a hobbit. Like, I don't wear socks, so I don't have, like, my feet are just gnarled pieces of shit.
European feet.
Right. You'd
Yeah.
be okay in the apocalypse.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried.
It'd be you and then people from Africa.
Him and his hooves would do fine.
Dude, I have straight hooves, bro.
Hooves.
Dude, it's a
That's
problem.
how it sounds and Lex runs.
It was good.
That's pretty good. No, but yeah, I have thick, calloused dog shit feet.
You have
Apparently,
dad
feet are,
feet. You have dad feet.
yeah. Apparently, feet are supposed to sweat. Not a once have mine sweat.
Do you think that's why
You build it up like a camel.
Yeah. Do you think that's why you're fat? It's because your feet don't sweat. It doesn't come out the bottom.
Dude, I've just been storing my foot sweat.
You're entirely foot sweat, dude. What would happen if you just like poke some holes on the bottom of your feet, dude?
Drain them.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! I didn't realize that's all it would take is just
Wait,
poke a hole.
do
in
your
me
like
and get all the
toenails
foot
like
sweat
lift
out.
up and then the water just spouts out of them?
You're like a tail light. When water gets in the tail light, you just gotta fill a hole at the bottom. That's it.
Dude, here I was thinking it was like a decade of beers and fucking McDonald's. No, it's fucking toast.
No, dude, put some holes in your feet. Man.
Turns out I hoard sweat. Who knew?
Sweat hoarder.
God damn, that's so funny.
You go to a doctor with this, they're like, "You're an idiot. You're retarded. You're a retarded person."
They're like, get a fucking pedicure. It'll solve
You're like,
all
no,
your.
no, my friends told me it's all because of sweat buildup. So my feet don't sweat, doc.
That would be hilarious if the doctor was just like, "Oh, here you go," and then just,
Dude,
drains you.
A doctor like
What's a
taps
bug
my
that
feet
you
and I
never
come
do
out
that?
and I
He's like,
I am Jason Momoa.
People do this all the time. This happens
People
all the time. All right.
It's fine. One too many times
He
wearing
flips your
sandals.
board, he flips your board, he flips your beard, and he's like, "Oh, you're a 97 model? Okay, let me just."
He's like, "Oh, you're switched off right now."
Okay,
Go.
here's the thing.
Click.
There you go.
And you
You're just jacked.
I'm just like,
ah.
all because they drained
There
my
you
foot sweat.
Oh,
Dude, if it was that easy, I would do it every day. That's great.
Oh yeah. God
oh
damn.
my god, I'd be a foot draining son of a bitch if that's what it was.
A foot draining son of a gun.
Yeah, it is
Holy
weird.
shit.
But yeah, I don't wear real shoes or socks. So
That
Yeah.
could be it. That could also be why you have hooves and fucking the worst feet ever.
Yeah, because you wear Toms or whatever it is.
You wear socks out.
I wear socks outside.
You're like, what's this? 2 burlap sacks? Good enough.
Dude, no bullshit. They are made of burlap.
Yeah, I know.
It's burlap on top of like the bottom of like it's like a sandal bottom with burlap on it.
Those things
Yeah,
should be
it's
solo
burlap
potato carriers.
on top of the bottom of another person's foot.
yeah, dude. No, and actually, it's weird because I've signed myself over. When I die, they're gonna slice off the bottoms of my feet and make them into shoes. For
So they
someone
just keep recycling feet,
Yeah.
and that's how they make these shoes. Okay.
Connor's forefathers used to give your shoes to children to hunt potatoes on Potato Day.
Like respectfully, Connor. Connor's ancestors.
All right,
used
you
to-
can call me a potato hunter. It's fine.
Connor's potato hunting ancestor.
That sounds racist as fuck. You
These
fucking
mongrel
potato hunter.
eaters.
Oh, jeez.
Christ.
Because potato hunter, I feel like it has so many levels to it. You know, if you're hunting potatoes, one, you're mentally insubordinate. You're mentally
what
challenged.
expertise level of potato hunter are you? I mean,
You're
are
also
you
probably
Irish?
pretty good at eating potatoes, which means you can't hunt real things.
Well, also it doesn't like.
Well, the British killed all the real things there are to hunt, so all you
true.
got.
They did.
Including the Irish.
That's why they were only kids with the Tom Shoes potato satchel, and they could only carry one potato at a time.
I brought some potatoes for your shoes, sir.
You gotta put
Shoes.
the potatoes
Made out of
put the
potato
potatoes
skins.
in the shoes.
Dude,
Or Lex
I don't know
says
why.
you become
I don't know
rapist.
why, but I brought some potatoes for your shoes. It is one of the funniest things I've heard today.
I brought some potatoes for your shoes, sir.
Thank you, potato boy.
It's Potato Hunter.
Now, Mush, go hunt for more potatoes.
Yes, sir.
Like I found a
I will
truffle.
find more potatoes, sir.
Slap you.
Ah!
Potatoes.
You know he gets murdered for truffles.
Keep hunting those potatoes, boy.
You know my overlords kill me for truffles.
I wish
must
that I
find
could
potatoes.
hunt like a real boy someday.
Back to the potatoes for you, Seamus.
Back to the potatoes. When do we get to hunt for
I
grapes?
like how you said Seamus because instantly my mind went to the wrestler, so it was just a little tiny Seamus, the wrestler, be like, okay,
Oh, I
But he's
don't know
just-
why.
9-year-old.
8.
I'm gonna give that one a 7.
Okay, we're back on track.
Nice.
The first one wasn't enough for me. It felt like you held back on the first one.
And that's why you gave it a 4.
Yes.
I believe he gave it a 2.
Well, because he said
After
nasty things,
we
he said
insulted
nasty
him.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, I gave this one an 8 because I felt like you forced it,
I did, yeah.
and I want it to be organic.
Yeah.
Fair trade, maybe.
You're forcing again.
I know. But that wasn't even forced. That one was just like, it was like a,
No,
like
now
a
it's coming up because you forced it.
that was like an inactive geyser. It was just like, blub, blub, blub.
Yep. Yeah, that's what happens.
It's my death
That'll happen.
rose. Ugh.
You gotta stop forcing, man.
No,
No,
you got to stop forcing it.
I force everything.
That's why you have
Dude.
hemorrhoids.
It is why you have hemorrhoids.
No shit. I think I got one today.
Actual shit. It's in your shit. Your hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
It's because you force it.
Do I?
Do you force it?
Why are you going Robert De Niro?
You strike me as a go with the flow.
Why are
kind
you
of
going
guy.
Robert De Niro right now? That's his live face. he goes Robert De Niro when he's caught red-handed. We're trying to give you good advice, and you're going Bobby D on me.
Fuck you and your advice.
That's how you
Hey,
do me.
Fuck you and your
Hey.
advice.
Hey, Faka.
You got a bloody
fucker.
asshole. Don't come crying to me.
You crazy motherfucker.
What's the Heat line?
Oh, I don't know. I've seen Heat like half a time.
I can't remember I can't remember. There's an exchange between Al Pacino and Robert De Niro where they just like competitively Italian guy each other, and they're like for like a whole 5 minutes, and you're like, God damn it.
Isn't Heat? That's a it's newer action movie, right?
No, it's
85.
95.
Oh yeah,
Eight-
I'm thinking
Was it
It's
90?
with Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer pre-throat thing.
Yeah, sexy
What's the
Val
one I'm
Kilmer.
thinking of then. There's one with a whole bunch of old people in it.
Irishman.
No, and it's like
Red?
an action movie. Red. That's what I was thinking.
Ah.
Yeah, that's it's Bruce Willis and John Malkovich and Morgan Freeman
And then that's
and
Uh,
Helen
like-
Mirren, if you care.
Helen Keller, right?
Helen Mirren. That's the one.
Yeah.
You know what I love Helen Mirren for? Documentary Now.
Oh yeah, dude.
Like, dude, the fact that she was like, bet. Like, it was
They're
like, I
like,
love the idea I'm in. It's hilarious.
dude, I love the idea of them being like, "Hey, we got this thing. You're probably not interested." And she's like, "Bet."
Like, we're gonna reach out to her, see what happens. Well, the worst she can say is no.
It's
She
already
says
a no,
yes.
dude. Just try it.
Yeah, try. Yeah, and then just, I love the idea. Oh my god.
What?
We have world class. We have royalty in our fucking myths now. Like we're 6 goofballs, and there's just fucking Helen Mirrens in the table read. Like,
Dude, yeah, that is also the awesome thing about like Ted has Patrick Stewart. Sorry, Sir Patrick Stewart doing the narrator, like the narrator role.
I think he's done a couple things though for Family Guy.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think he's been a guy in Family Guy. Is it really that cold in your house that you need a sweatshirt?
Dude, I need to snuggle up, man. I'm just a little
It's
chilly.
98 degrees outside right now.
You decided that your shoulders were cold, but your knees aren't.
Do these knees look like they're cold? Look how fucking hairy they are.
No, fair play.
By the whiteness of them, yes.
But by the hairiness of them.
Yes. Because all the hairs are standing up.
I like that you looked at your knee. You're like, are they really?
It's like, they are not. They are not. No, dude. My hair only lays down, dude. My hair lays down. My hair stays laid down, dude.
I mean, except for that cowlick in the front of your fucking head.
I know, dude. Isn't that wild? It looks like a fucking...
That's all right. I got like 5 cowlicks, dude. That's the problem. I got my
pretty sick fade, though.
That is a sick fade. Pretty
fade.
Sick, aggressive fade.
It's very DaBaby of you.
I think it's more demand of you. But
I think it's more do they them.
Look up DaBaby right now.
I think it's more like the problem, but
DaBaby was the problem for a little bit.
Is he the guy that was just like
he's the guy that got a guy at Walmart?
Yeah, he shot a guy at Walmart.
Oh, I thought this was the guy that just on stage at one point just said, "None of my fans have AIDS."
Yes.
Like,
yeah. Same guy.
You're like, what a weird line to draw, but okay.
So funny.
It's like, also, that's oddly presumptuous. You've done no research on this. Some of your fans probably statistically have a lot of AIDS.
I was like, I feel like there's someone who has AIDS that heard your songs and was like, it bops.
Oh, yeah. It bops.
He's like, damn, I can't be a fan. I have AIDS.
Damn. I wanted to be a fan, but I heard there's just.
I stopped being a fan when Kendrick Lamar said, "You can't sing my songs if you're white." I was like, all right, then.
I mean, if you couldn't be a fan of the music if you had AIDS, what better way to motivate you to find a cure, right? I gotta find a cure.
I gotta see the new DaBaby album.
I gotta hear DaBaby.
You're like, it slaps, but I can't like it.
I need to be at Rolling It Loud next year. We'll find a cure.
And also, like, why can't you listen to it when you have AIDS? Does it make the AIDS worse? If you hear the melodies, will it make the AIDS grow?
It's like Erykah Badu. She said the same thing. She's like, white people, I don't want you buying my album. So we stopped and she fell off. But she wanted that.
That's a little funny.
Here's the thing. Connor, back me up here.
Okay. Wait.
Were you buying an Erykah Badu album before this?
I was not.
Okay. I was barely alive when it was said. I was making a joke.
I know that she was a figure in, I don't know, the late 90s.
Dave Chappelle Block Party in 2003. I was in 2nd grade.
Okay.
So
I don't understand why we're arguing this point.
You've wanted Erykah Badu records for years,
but you're not allowed to buy them because she said no.
She said no.
What, you mean these records?
I swear all of them. If behind your fucking like Slipknot record there was an Erykah Badu, I would lose my shit.
Erykah Badu. It sounds like I don't know, the high priestess of your village, Lex. This is our Valkyrie queen, Erykah Badu.
We must listen to Erykah Badu before we go out to village.
It's like they have buildings, dude. Like,
Now they have buildings now.
They have buildings now.
they had buildings before any buildings existed here.
Oh. That's what.
Well, where are those buildings, huh? Where are those buildings?
What your people say? The people that
Half-
built the Stonehenge are like, bitch.
The people that built the Stonehenge were like, "Oh God, look at those boats," and then they ran away.
Yeah, for good purpose. You guys sucked.
What are you talking about, dude? We rule.
Queen's on everybody's money except for America and China.
That's not my people, but okay.
It is though. It is so.
It isn't.
This might be
Because
a
like 100
potentially.
years after your people made the people with the Stonehenges fucking run away, then some guys on horses with fucking giant swords and stuff and knights were like, you're British now.
You sort of.
Here's a potentially retarded question.
Okay.
Do you think you can make a boat out of stone?
No.
Why not?
Well, not no.
Not no.
Sandstone, maybe.
You would need to make an air enclosure at the bottom of the boat, so that when you put the boat in, the weight. Yeah, it's possible. But so the weight of the boat was supported by the air bubble that it was then trapping, so that you could glide along the water.
But what you're worried about with that is the moisture aspect, because stone will absorb water.
It's very porous, more porous than you would think.
It'll take a while, but like if the boat's in the water for like a year, half a year, probably water will start to creep in.
Also, not to mention, you're not carving this boat out of a large stone. You're likely mortaring many stones together, and it's just not feasible.
No, I'm going to make it one giant piece.
Okay, well then you need to include some sort of subfloor that's going to trap a certain amount of air,
so that you do that. How do you carve an air? How do you carve an air bubble?
Well, it's simple. You would.
It's what you're doing.
Well, so what you could do is you could make the boat perfectly sloped in, right, and then create a floor that's also slightly sloped on the walls and drop it in.
Mm-hmm.
And then have a hole potentially in like the middle for the air to escape, for the thing to settle. And then what you want to do is just plug that hole.
There would be a lot of insulation and caulking used in this.
Yeah, arguably, it's just so much easier to make it out of trees. So I don't understand why we're making it out of
Do you think they tried? Do you think they tried like making a boat out of rocks? Do you think they tried?
They definitely did. Yes.
No, are you kidding me? I think that everybody, like the earliest idea of like, let's make a boat.
Looked at trees on water and they're like, it fucking floats.
Yeah, no, literally, I think that they took a rock and they hucked it into the water and it sank, and they were like, I guess not that. And they took a stick and they were like, maybe.
Like nobody though, not even like Da Vinci was like, let's fucking try, you know?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Well, I mean, we did the next best thing. We made them out of metal.
Steel. Yeah.
True. Which is
essentially refined rocks.
Rock.
Yeah.
So yes, Connor, we do make boats out of
Actually,
stone.
yeah.
There
that's
we
a great
go.
point.
That's the answer I wanted to hear.
Ships out of rocks.
Rock ships.
And again, I hate to be that guy, but even metal boats make use of the whole air bubble to water bubble thing.
They do, yeah. They do like the compartments and stuff.
Yeah.
Like in case they get like the Titanic didn't do, like fucking idiots. They didn't make the compartments.
They didn't make any sort of.
I think they had them. I think they only had two though, which is why the boat split in half.
Makes sense.
It was too much weight.
Well, the boat split in half because it started sinking, and then the weight of it fucking
the weight
the top half.
Like the bottom half was semi-submerged, and the top half was so heavy that it couldn't pull itself upright. So as it was pulling upright, this half just fell down.
Which, poor craftsmanship. Come on. You
Yeah,
can't-
seriously.
And make it stay together in one piece?
Also,
Come on.
go around the icebergs.
Well, they couldn't do that, obviously, because there
Yeah,
was some chicanery going on.
Why would you go right to where there's a fuckload of icebergs?
Dude,
It
I
wasn't
love
just
the idea.
one. There was like multiple icebergs over there.
Yeah. No, they were dumb.
Like-
But I love the idea of just the uppercase, lowercase, uppercase, lowercase of like just go around the icebergs. You're like, thanks.
In and
There's
out.
like a whole other side of the Mediterranean that does not have icebergs.
Wait, where were they? I almost said sailing. Where were they going?
Oh dear.
So
God.
Europe.
No,
They were going. I thought
Yeah,
they were
they were
going to
going-
America,
they were
or
headed
from America to Europe.
to the U.S. from England.
Uh-huh.
I thought they were going to England from the U.S.
Even then, they
It
wouldn't go
couldn't
through the
matter.
Mediterranean. I heard you mention the Mediterranean.
So far away.
The movie lied to me
No, it didn't.
because at the beginning of it, it seems like that little fucker is in fucking America.
Okay,
He's
wait, no, I might
all
have
American.
gotten that. I might have gotten that wrong. I don't think so, but I might have gotten that wrong. It
think you
might
got it
be. Either
The
way, it was
U.S. to
between
England, England
the
to
US
U.S.
and
It
England.
involved those cities. Or
Hey, Clint, you're in the same city. Can
You
you kill
know-
him?
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it went from somewhere in England to somewhere in the U.S.
It
or
went
vice
from
versa.
one place that has white people to another place that has fucking white
All I'm
people.
saying
And
is
it had Billy Zane.
they could have
All that
gone.
matters.
They could have gone a little bit lower and then gone back up and avoided all of those icebergs.
Yeah, why
Yeah, they
is there
should
so
have
much
made an
ice
L.
on the way from England
Yeah,
to
they
the
should
U.S.?
have done. Essentially, they should have done a U-turn. Just a quick and around all that bullshit, and there we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what they should have done, they should have gone from England down underneath Africa and then back around the other way.
Like when you were on the Titanic, you should have saw Florida. Should have
no.
gone down and around like that. Big U-turn.
Yeah, maybe if the Titanic was 20 miles tall, sure. Then you could be like, hey, that's fucking Florida.
That's Florida.
That's Florida.
Honestly, what they should have done is headed out from wherever they were, New York, whatever it is. They should have headed direct towards, because New York and southern Italy are on the same longitudinal line. They
Really?
should have just head straight across until they were about in the middle and then go up.
That's what they should have done. What were they looking at stars and shit?
I know. They got out their sextants and they were like, I got this. And I was like, I don't think you give.
Yeah, I don't think so. If those
And then
sections
Kate
were so
Winslet
good, they could
died.
have seen icebergs.
Now I think they do that. Now I think they go, no.
No.
There's a lot of ice out there.
A lot of ice, bud.
Oh man.
I actually lied. I guess Caitlin Winslet doesn't die. She
What's the world like there in Austin, Texas after the big win against Alabama?
Oh. It's the same.
Nobody's hyped up about it?
No one I know, but
That's a
I
bummer.
will tell you about another big win. And I know you guys are going to love to hear about this because it has to do with your favorite subject,
You did comedy?
Come?
F1.
Oh, wow. We were very far off.
What
I had come. You had comedy.
did Max
Then-
Verstappen win again, or did Lewis Hamilton win again?
Oh, no. We have tickets to go in October.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we're going to go see whoever wins. To be honest, based
Max
on
Verstappen.
it's probably going to be Max Verstappen.
Yeah. As long as he starts first, he should win.
Whoever starts first through fifth usually wins, with it being like your chances go from like 85 to like 14 to like 0.5 to and then moving on past that.
I want a massive pile up, and then the guy who qualified last to win.
It's happened. It's
That's
happened.
what 2-hour day for Lex at the track.
No, they still make that guy who qualified last go through all the laps. He's just going slow as shit because he's like, I'm not crashing. But it should be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
And it happens on a Sunday, so I'll have plenty of F1 talk on Tuesday.
Do you have any interesting passes or anything, or just your seats?
No, we just have GA passes.
Nice.
You got floor seats?
They are on the floor.
You right up on the track.
Woo!
Actually, technically, they call it the ground
slices you
because it's outside.
Yeah. There's probably a whole bunch of activities and stuff to do, though, around there, I'm assuming. I know there's no, like, infield per se because of the way the tracks are, but, like,
well, yeah.
it's going to be fun.
Dude, actually, so not to derail this too far from something you guys aren't excited about, but I saw this video.
No, please don't.
I saw this video, which I guess everybody knows about, but I thought it was great, of this dude who's just shithouse, like leading into a NASCAR event. Event hasn't started, but this guy's just gone. And this interviewer is like, "What are you most excited about today?" And he's like, "I'm really excited for cars to be going fast and left." He's like, "They're going to go really fast."
I've been drinking
That wasn't
since 6
NASCAR,
a.m.
That was the Indianapolis 500.
Oh,
I've
okay.
been drinking beer for 6 hours.
I loved it.
I don't know what hour it is. I'm excited for cars going fast and turning left.
And left.
Fast and left.
I just loved it. He's like, they're gonna go really fast and really left. And I was just like, hell yeah, dude.
So passionate about it. He's like, he doesn't know what for, but he's passionate.
They're going fast and left, dude.
Oh man.
Indy 500 is great.
Evidently.
Yes.
Even though it is boring.
Also, yes.
Because
Are they going fast and or left?
The guy who qualified.
That is correct. And or left.
Like always. It's either that guy or the guy who was second because the guy who was first crashed.
Yes, they were going fast and preferably left.
Hopefully.
A little.
We prefer they go
If
left.
they went right, it would get very exciting.
Sometimes they go slightly right, but that's because of a maneuver. If they were to
save it, you go,
oh. But if they were to go right, it would be bad for a lot of people.
Here's the thing. Not great.
And here's another thing. Not just the people who are driving on the track. Those fans better run.
No.
Yeah. Dude, they're just
There's
flying
tires
pieces of
going
twisted
lift
metal
off.
and tires.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
I think there was one this year in the Indy 500. A tire fucking left
Popped
the
off
track
and
and went into the parking lot and landed right on top of a fucking RAV4. Just like it just gone. There goes your car, and it was like on the track parking too. Like this guy spent like $2,000 on a parking pass and just crunch. There goes.
But at the same time, like if you ever needed a sign from God to buy a better car than a RAV4, there it is.
yeah, what was that? A commercial for Ford?
I mean, definitely the team bought that guy a new car. Like, there's no
for
way.
certain.
Yeah.
That would be great.
It would cost the same as the tire that landed on the car.
Like, you know
So
what?
they're like, who gives a shit? Yeah,
Yeah.
fine.
Our bad. What, Dave? Sorry.
It's like, I spent my whole savings on that parking spot. They don't know that that car barely got here. They just buy them a brand new whatever. That would be pretty cool. A nice little con.
Michael Jordan almost died 2 years ago at a fucking Daytona 500.
What? Really?
Fucking car hit the catch fence right in front of his fucking trailer. His first year being a team owner. Fucking Michael Jordan's enjoying a brew watching the Daytona 500. And a car fucking goes into the catch fence. And you just see his ass, just the biggest guy in there, just go like, no.
Oh, shit. He's like, I'm sorry, I tried to get into white man sports.
You're just like, oh no, we almost killed Michael.
Michael,
Oh,
not
shit.
Michael. Oh shit.
It was almost devastating, and then his driver got second that race. He was pretty
What is
happy about it.
what is a catch fence? Is it like a stronger fence or something? Obviously, it's made to catch parts and shit, right?
Yeah,
It's just
like
it's just chain
three
link, right?
fences. Three
Three
fences
fences.
of like braided fence, like meshed together like a fence wire.
Braided.
Okay. Clint,
I
great.
didn't know the word.
Wakanda
like,
forever, but like,
meshed
what are you
together as
talking
a
about?
fence. But you know what I'm talking about, like how
Globo Jim.
you know how it's a whole bunch of like octagons.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
a fence?
Like
They're
chicken
like
wire.
that, but they're
Chicken wire.
giant braided wire
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of just like regular fence material.
Right.
And then there's 3 of those
Nice.
that create like one fence.
You know what's hilarious? I love the
Three
thought
layers.
process behind that because obviously they started with one. Then
Yeah.
they realized,
Yeah.
they realized one
They
was not
started
enough.
with
They're
one,
like,
and they were like,
all right, it's not going
then
to get
8
past
people
2.
died, and they were like, 2?
Started with 0.
That's right. That's a good point. It started with
There was
nothing.
only wooden fence on the turns to hold up fucking sponsorship signs.
Dude,
That was it.
And
actually-
people and just leaning on the fence. Just,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kind
dude.
of funny. A lot of the European F1 tracks, there are sections that just have no fence at all,
nice.
and they're like, if you die, you die. That's why you go over there.
dude, that's my kind of sport, dude.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What
But I
it
love
is.
that thought process though, because it took minimum of 3 like fatalities to get to that kind of fence.
At least, yeah.
Oh,
At least.
At
way
least 2
more.
different incidents or 3 different incidents.
Well, I'm saying at least 3, so I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
incorrect.
Bro, it took at least 10 fatalities for NASCAR to form as an organization to be like, we need to put some rules. This is crazy.
And those first 10 deaths were from ODing on moonshine. Like, all right, we gotta
Dude, I don't
put some
think
guidelines.
they made it illegal to drive drunk in those races until like the 70s, dude. Like some of the stories you hear of
And
these
they
old
had to. Well,
dudes.
what's hilarious is that they had to make that a rule.
Yeah, they were like, Brad, you can't be fucking drunk before the race. Like, we're racing
Why not?
Talladega.
He's like, yeah, I got it. It's fine.
What's a couple Busch Lights? I'm going.
I mean, some people do drive better drunk.
Like, yeah, man, they had to make it a rule that people weren't allowed to bring any animals in the car. There was a guy who fucking had a pet spider monkey.
Oh my god.
Did
it make him better?
He won a championship with a monkey in the car.
I'll take that as a yes.
Crazy.
That's incredible. That's my lucky monkey. Don't you dare try to take
Don't
my
you
monkey
dare.
away from me. That's my
Dude,
lucky
there was
monkey.
a
That's
little helmet on it and shit, and just
That's
put it in
Chester.
there. And he'd be loose. There was no seatbelt for the monkey. It was a loose
Chester.
monkey in the car. They're going 220 on Talladega. He's got a monkey in the car.
he's like driver's like, goddamn, Chester, God, I gotta get a goddamn seatbelt. Gotta get a seatbelt for him.
Average
Chester, put your
top
helmet
five
back on.
finisher, Monkey loose in the car the whole time. Crazy, dude.
That's
There's
fucking
another video.
hilarious.
I think it's Kenny Schrader just fucking during a pit lap, dude. Everybody's taking pits. He didn't have to pit. Roasts a fucking stove, dude. Lights it, has a lighter in his car, has a special thing, special clip for his lighter and a pack of cigarettes. Takes it out, takes a cigarette out. And this is when they had onboard cameras, and he was fucking lighting it.
When did they come out with those cameras? Like in the late 90s, early 2000s?
In like the 80s, they had them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
if you were a shitty car, dude, they just put a fucking giant ass camera in your car.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they're like, you're not gonna finish better than 40th anyways. Fucking here you go.
NASCAR does sound like the last great sport. It's just, I wonder what it's like 30 years behind every other sports organization.
Oh yeah,
Like in terms of that kind of recklessness.
there's still being rules made, dude. Safety precautions being made because like they see a crash and they're like, you know what we should do? Add some roll bar right there where that guy almost died.
What are like some rules that came out recently that you were like, yeah,
The Newman bar. That's literally Ryan Newman. You remember that Daytona 500?
yeah,
When Ryan Newman took a car to the windshield of his car,
yes,
they added the Newman bar, which is 3 inches lower than the top roll cage bar.
uh-huh,
Right there, right by the windshield, is a new bar on the roll cage.
right.
And it's called the Newman bar.
Why? Because he took a car through the windshield and he's like,
Through
maybe
the
we should put something in
windshield.
front of there.
It was like, yeah, we should put, so that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Which that is also so crazy because instead of just like stepping back and like seeing the big picture and going, this would probably be good, this would be good, this would be good, they wait for something to happen.
Yeah, dude.
And then they're like, all right,
They
put
wait.
it right there. Put it right in front of your eyes.
Guess the year. Guess the year that the Hans device became everybody has to have it.
It wasn't it the year after Earnhardt?
2002. The
No
year
way,
after
dude.
Dale Earnhardt died.
Wait, how many years?
And by the
after?
way, he died on the Daytona 500, which is the first race of the year. He still went a full year where Hans device and open face helmets optional after he died.
That's crazy. So
He
wait,
still went
what
a
year?
full
What year was
race.
Earnhardt?
2001.
2001. Damn, September 11th and Dale Earnhardt in 1 year.
1 year.
Dang.
Russia.
What a year, dude! Holy
What a
shit!
year.
What a year!
Yeah.
And my parents' divorce. Fuck! What a year!
That's a hell of a year.
The hell of a year.
Well, dude, but
Remember,
at
my
least you
dad
got
was
that.
visibly more upset about Earnhardt than he was about 9/11.
Of course, dude. The
Dude,
Intimidator? I bet you your mom was more upset about Earnhardt than the fucking divorce.
It's kind of
He
funny
was-
because that's what my
Main-
dad used to call my mom, the Intimidator. Oh shit!
we did get that dope Toby Keith song, though.
What's
about
the song?
9/11.
Yeah, we did.
People say I
Bubba
got a
boot up your
drinking
ass.
problem. Is that the Toby Keith song?
No.
Is that the
No,
9/11
it's-
song you're talking about?
No, it was Red Solo Cup. No,
We'll put
it's
a
something
boot
about
up
like
your ass.
yeah, Uncle Sam put a boot up your ass, and it's just like ah.
Hey, Uncle Sam, it's your man at the top of the list.
Jesus Christ!
Dude. It was something like you thought you'd get away with it. Like I forgot exactly how it goes, but it's something like you thought you'd get away with it. It's like, and then Lady Liberty started shaking her fist, and then the whole wide world was raining down on you. And you're like, oh shit, dude.
America.
Don't fuck with America.
Dude, that was great. That was a
It
good
was,
time. to be American.
Speaking of the Hans device, it was pretty funny seeing my dad in a Hans device for the first time. And also, I had no idea what a Hans device was. I had no idea they'd made that rule for Dale Earnhardt, you know? And so when he's out there, like, getting everything ready, he, like, puts on this fucking horse collar with, like, clips to the helmet and, like, this and that. And I'm like, what is all this nonsense
Isn't
for?
your
Doesn't
dad
that...
just going in a straight line though?
Yes.
Yeah, but if he hit the wall going in that straight line,
Oh,
fuck.
fair play.
He's basically, my dad said, yeah, it's so my head doesn't fly off my fucking shoulders into my lap. And I was like, oh, so you'll just die with your head still attached. That's great. Yeah,
That's better. It's better.
it's so much
Way
better. It's kind of like, remember that scene in the Hurt Locker where he has like the whole shit on and then he's about to disarm the bombs. He's like, oh shit. And then he just takes it all off. He's like, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm
he's like, there's,
Dad, if you're
there's
gonna
no way
die,
I don't die.
don't you
Yeah.
want to die not looking like a fucking dweeb?
Amen to that, homie.
True. That's how Dale Earnhardt rolled, dude.
And he went out.
And then his
well,
head
that's how
rolled
his
away.
head rolled, dude.
No, his head was still attached. He was fine. There are a couple of those, though. There's a couple of those wrecks. There's on YouTube. You can see them where the safety crew rolls out there, and then you just see the first guy who rolled up just run away, and you're like, that's not good.
Dude, a couple of years ago, like maybe, what is it, like 5 or 6 years ago now, there was an F1 crash where the guy's car like exploded in flames. And it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen that this guy just gets out. Like it's engulfed in flames. Like it's crazy on fire. He just gets out and walks away. And you're like,
Yeah.
what the
Is he
fuck?
also on fire, just walking away?
No, like the suit's flame retardant, so it doesn't catch. But like,
Oh, right.
you see, like there's still photos of like the helmet in the fire, and then him standing up in the fire, and then walking out of it, and he's just fine.
Damn,
Like,
dude.
how is
Dude,
this
it's
possible?
crazy shit, dude. Like Talladega 3 weeks ago, a car flipped. I think it was 17 times.
Jesus Christ!
Boom, 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 boom. He just gets out of it. Post-race interview, he's like, "Yeah, that was a crazy one." That's it. Like, you're like, fuck, dude. Are you kidding? That was a crazy one? That's what you have to say about that.
Dude,
Well,
yeah,
that shit happens so. It's kind of like how when your girlfriend asks you like how the mic was, and you're like, it was fine, but you saw like a homeless guy taking a piss in the corner, and you just like
you saw someone assault Mike Outrageous, and you're like,
Yeah,
saw
you
things
literally see like two
people
fist fights
in
and
the
somebody
mental
ODing, and you're like, it was fine, it was whatever.
you saw a homeless guy get mad that he wasn't getting paid to be at the
Yeah,
open mic, and you're like,
You
yeah, it's normal.
It's normal, so you don't even think to mention it. It's like a pretty damn good race.
You're like,
What?
right? They went
I
fast
watched
and
one
left.
almost die 17 times in a row. I watched it. Your
Dude.
car flipped forward, landed, and then started flipping backwards. Do you know how hard you have to hit the ground for the laws of physics to go out the window? Like,
Dude,
yeah, what?
granted,
That was wild.
it was on the Netflix show, but there's a video of a guy, like it's in practice or qualifying rather, excuse me. A guy, they're qualifying for F1. He rolls the car like that, like a side over side. The wheels go flying, and he gets caught by the what do you call it? Like the catch fence, yeah. So like the various fences, he gets caught by that. It falls down, like presumably straight on his head, and then it rolls over so he can get out. He gets out and he's talking to his like the general manager of the team afterward, and they go, "I can't believe you crashed the car." And he's like, "Dude, I'm lucky to fucking be here, dude. Like I almost died."
That was a $2 million
every single turn. Like I rolled multiple times.
That's one thing that does not happen in NASCAR, dude. So a giant wreck like that happens, like everybody's like, and thank God Ryan Blaney's okay. Like no one's like, I can't believe you just did that, you idiot.
Except the
they're
managers.
like-
The
they're
managers are like, do you realize how much that car
Christ.
costs?
The manager's like, that, okay, real quick, that was $500 million that you just crashed. So here's the thing. We have to make a new one, and you're going to do it again tomorrow because we can't lose it again. And they're like, okay. They just get in and do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, NASCAR is the same thing, but they're all Southern boys. So they're just like, all right, man, well, let's go get the backup car. Let's.
No, yeah, see, these are Germans. They're like, you should have died with that car if you were going to kill it. They're like,
yeah. F1, they're more cutthroat about it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Their favorite car brand is Volkswagen.
It's the people's wagon.
That's what Russia said after the Battle of the Bulge. History.
History jokes with Clint.